These days, we rarely see children playing like this. Is it because they have no time, or is it because they are under pressure to perform better? When we ask them if they have any problems, they do not answer at all. But when we ask them why they think their performance is not up to the mark, we find plenty of reasons and excuses. They are right because, irrespective of how they are faring in their exams, students continue to have a lot of problems. Since the last 15 years, I have been administering thousands of students a checklist with 100 common problems related to studying. On an average, they identify around 40 problems. Out of these 40 problems, around 20 problems stand out, and 14 of these problems are directly related to studying. 91% of these students are afraid to ask questions in the class. 78% of them have attention problems. 70% of them forget what is studied. Another 70% are not able to do well in exams. And 63% are distracted from studies. Why are students having such problems? Let me give a simple example. Someone who knows swimming can enjoy in water, whereas we do not learn to swim, we suffer in water. Similarly, to enjoy studies, we must learn how to study. Many students think studying is difficult, but difficulties are part of life. Swimming is difficult, but drowning is also difficult. We have to make a decision as to which difficulty we would like to face, swimming or drown. So what is the solution? Let me give another simple example. Let us say that I purchase a car, but I refuse to learn to drive. Obviously, I will suffer because I always have to depend on someone else. I can only see others driving it and enjoying, but I am not only refusing to learn to drive but also refusing to enjoy. Now let us say I decide to learn, but I will say that I will do it in my own way because it is my car. True. I have bought the car, but I have not bought the system that tells me exactly how to drive the car. Though it is my car, I have to learn the way the system works. For instance, the car's manual says that I should start the engine before I do anything else. I keep saying that it is my car and I will not start the engine, but I want to drive. Similarly, I refuse to use the clutch in the way it is necessary and I prefer to always go in the top gear. Speedometer says 0 to 180 kilometers per hour. If I keep insisting that I will always drive at 180, I will never start the car in the first place. I have to learn the way the system works so that I can make the system work for me. This way, I will not only be able to drive the car with ease, but also enjoy driving. The solution is very simple. If I have to drive the car, then I should know how the car functions. If I have to work on a computer, then I should know how the computer functions. Similarly, if I have to study, then I should know how the brain functions. We need to work the way the brain can record information and not the way we would like to do it. First, we have to learn how to learn so that we can continue to learn. This learning to learn is a major requirement that we somehow miss in the complexities of the education system. The most important question we have to ask ourselves is, should we allow the problems to continue and still pressurize the students to score better so that they will do so with a lot of suffering? Or should we allow them to enjoy studying by helping them overcome these problems? Thank you for allowing me to share my thoughts with you, and I shall conclude with one of my mantras. It is not the question of what we do with what we have, it is the question of what we do not do with what we have.